A phenom is someone who is exceptionally talented or admired, especially an up-and-comer. Rizal, especially during his childhood, was none less than a phenom. Jose Rizal was a phenom during his childhood, characterized by his exceptional talent and admiration. Rizal's childhood memories included nocturnal walks, stories from the Aya, nursemaid, and daily Angelus prayer. So, in simple terms, a phenom is someone who is really talented or admired, especially when they are young and just starting out. So in this case, the text is talking about Rizal, who is considered a phenom when he was a child. This means that he was very talented and people look up to him. Some things that made Rizal stand out during his childhood were his exceptional skills and the way people admired him. He had special memories from his childhood, like taking walks at night, nakikinig sa mga story ng nursemaid, and saying prayers every day. This experience helped shape him into the remarkable person he became later in life.
At 5, Rizal learned to read the Spanish Family Bible, which he would later reference in his writings. He loved to go to chapel, participate in novenas, and join religious procession. Rizal also began to make pencil sketches and mold objects at the age of 5. When his sister laughed at him for spending too much time making clay and wax objects, he promised and told them that all right, laugh at me now. Someday when I die, people would make monuments and image of me. When Rizal was 5 years old, he started reading the Spanish Family Bible and enjoyed going to the chapel for religious events. He also began drawing and making objects out of the clay, wax, and at his young age. That stated that someday when I die, people will make monuments at image of me. He believes that after he passed away, people will create statues or other forms of memorials to honor and remember him. He believes that he will be remembered and celebrated in some way after he are no longer live. At 7 years old, Jose Rizal's father provided him with a flatboat for a pilgrimage to Antipolo, fulfilling his mother's vow to take him to the Virgin Antipolo shrine. Before he was 8, he wrote a drama which was performed at a local festival and rewarded him with 2 pesos. Rizal was also interested in magic and read many books on magic. His uncles, Tio Jose Alberto, Tio Manuel, and Tip Gregorio influenced his artistic abilities, physical exercise, and avidness to read good books. At a young age of 7, Jose Rizal received a flatboat from his father to go a trip to Antipolo as a part of his mother's promise to visit the Virgin of Antipolo shrine. Even before turning 8, he wrote a play that was shown at a festival and earned him 2 pesos. Rizal was fascinated by magic and spent a lot of time reading books about it. So Jose Rizal is often referred to as the child of the phenom because of his extraordinary achievement and intellectual development at a young age. As a child, Rizal demonstrated remarkable intelligence and talent, excelling things in various subjects and languages. His early accomplishments set the stage for his later role as the key figure in the Philippine Revolution and the national.
The life of Jose Rizal, the Philippine national hero, is deeply intertwined with the lesson he learned from his mother. Doña Teodora, one of the most impactful stories from his childhood, was about Amot, which serves as powerful allegory for his own life and destiny. Doña Teodora often reads stories to young Rizal, aiming to impart essential life lesson. One of the books she read from was Amigo de los Niños, the children's friend. One day she scolded young Pepe for drawing on the page of the book, using this moment to teach him about the importance of obedience. In short term, Jose Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines, learned important life lessons from his mother, Doña Teodora. Through his stories, one impactful story was about Amot, symbolizing his life and destiny. As a child, Rizal was taught obedience and rules by his mother after drawing in a book. Doña Teodora everyday teaching shaped Rizal's character and influenced his future decisions, highlighting their close bond and his development as a hero and a leader in the Philippines.
Doña Chudora chose to read the story about a young moth warned by its mother not to fly too close to a lamp's flame. Despite the warning, the moth was drawn to the light and unable to resist, flew too close and perished in the flame. While listening to the story, Rizal witnessed a moth flying near the flame of their oil lamp, which eventually fell dead, a life enhancement of the story. Years later, Rizal recognized the story as a metaphor for his own life. He saw himself as the moth drawn to the light of truth and freedom, even at the risk of his own life. Rizal quotes, "The child has become a man. He still thinks that light is the most beautiful thing in creation, and that it is worthwhile for a man to sacrifice his life for it." So, sa tekstong ito, malalaman natin ang tungkol sa isang kwentong binasa ni Doña Chudora kay Rizal nung bata pa siya. So, ang kwentong ito ay tungkol sa isang batang gamo-gamo na binawalan ng kanyang ina na huwag masyadong lilipad sa apoy ng lampara. So, sa kabila ng babala ng kanyang ina, ito ay sinuway ng isang batang gamo-gamo. Kaya ang nangyari, naakit siya dun sa liwanag at lumipad siya ng napakalapit dun sa lampara. Kaya ito ay nasunog at namatay. So habang pinapakinggan ni Rizal ang kwento, nakita niya ang isang totoong buhay ng gamo-gamo. So na-realize dito ni Rizal at ito ay naging inspirasyon sa kanya. Naniwala siya na ang paghangad ng katotohanan at kalayaan ay nagkakalaga ng pagsasakripisyo ng buhay ng isang tao.
The story of the moth served as a profound lesson for Rizal, emphasizing the dangers of curiosity and the importance of obedience, but also highlighting the allure of pursuing one's ideals, even at great personal cost. Ang story of the moth ay isa sa mga lesson na tumatak kay Rizal noong bata pa siya. Sa story na to, may isang batang gamo-gamo na sinabihan ng kanyang ina na huwag lumapit sa apoy dahil delikado. Pero dahil sa kanyang curiosity, hindi siya nakinig at lumapit pa rin, kaya nasunog siya. On one hand, ang kwento ay nagpapakita ng kapahamakan na sobrang curiosity at ang importance ng pagsunod sa mga babala ng mas nakatatanda. Kailangan nating mas maging obedient dahil ito ang nagliligtas sa atin sa mga kapahamakan. Pero on the other hand, ang kwento ay nag-highlight din ng mas malalim na tema, ang pagtupad sa sariling ideals o dreams kahit na alam natin na may malaking sacrifice na kasama. Para kay Rizal, ang gamo-gamo ay parang simbolo ng isang tao na handang mag-sacrifice para sa kanyang beliefs at goals kahit gaano pa ito kadelikado. Sa ganitong paraan, ang kwento ng moth ay nagiging isang complex na lesson tungkol sa balance ng pagsunod at ang never-ending pursuit ng sariling dreams na kahit may kasama itong sacrifices. This lesson became symbolic of Rizal's commitment to the fight for Philippine independence, reflecting his willingness to sacrifice his life for his country's freedom, much like the moth that perished in the flame. Ang lesson na natutunan ni Rizal mula sa story ng moth ay naging simbolo ng kanyang dedication sa paglaban para sa kalayaan ng Pilipinas. Ipinakita nito ang kanyang willingness na isacrifice ang sarili niyang buhay para makamit ang kalayaan ng bansa. Parang yung gamo-gamo na nasawi sa apoy dahil sa kanyang matinding desire na sundan ang liwanag. Ganon din si Rizal. Handa siyang harapin ang anumang panganib kahit pa ito ay magdulot ng kanyang kamatayan, basta para sa kalayaan ng Pilipinas. Ang lesson na ito ang nagpakita kung gaano kalalim ang commitment ni Rizal sa kanyang ideals at kung paano niya isinantabi ang sariling kaligtasan para sa mas mataas na layunin, ang kalayaan ng kanyang bayan. Sa ganitong paraan, si Rizal ay naging isang buhay na simbolo ng sakripisyo at pagmamahal sa bansa.
Just as the moth was drawn to the flame, Rizal was drawn to the fight for his country's freedom, because the ultimately led to his martyrdom. Rizal's life teaches us about the value of pursuing truth and justice even when it requires the ultimate sacrifice. In this text, it explains how Rizal, a historical figure, was deeply passionate about fighting for his country's freedom, similar to how moth is attracted to a flame. This strong desire to fight for his country eventually led to his death as a martyr. Rizal's life story shows us the importance of standing up for what is right and seeking justice, even if it means giving up everything like Rizal did. For example, imagine if you saw someone being treated unfairly and you knew you had to speak up to make things right, even if it means facing challenges or risk. It is similar to what Rizal did in his time, showing us the bravery and dedication it takes to fight for a cause you believe in. The story of Damot is more than just a childhood tale. It is a reflection of Rizal's life and enduring lessons of courage, sacrifice, and the pursuit of life. The story of Mot is more than just a simple children's tale. It actually reflects the life of Rizal, a historical figure known for his courage, sacrifice, and determination to seek enlightenment. Just like the Mot in the story, Rizal faced challenges and obstacles but never gave up on his quest for knowledge and truth. This story teaches us important lesson about bravery, selflessness, and the importance of following our dreams. Even in the face of difficulties, it shows us the determination and perseverance we can overcome and obstacles in our path, ultimately find our own light or success.